Hey guys, it's Emily
and Amanda.
Thanks for coming to class today.
Today we're going to be learning about cognitive behavioral therapy, but first let's get an introduction about what cognitive behavioral therapy is.
Aaron Beck is known as the founder of cognitive behavioral therapy approaches. He graduated from both Brown University and Yale School of Medicine as a trained neurologist, but decided to specialize in psychiatry during his residency. Initially, his beliefs mirrored those of Freud, but the further along he got in his research, he found that his research differed from Freud's motivational model. Beck then developed his own cognitive theory of depression and believed that those experiencing depression were experiencing errors in interpretation that he referred to as cognitive distortions. This is something that is still highly utilized and is a big part of cognitive behavioral therapy as we know it today. Beck's goals for his clients is to take an active role to modify their dysfunctional thinking to obtain relief from their negative perceptions. Cognitive theory is one of the most used therapies when trying to validate clients' perceptions. Beck then went on to become the founder of the Beck Institute, which is a research and training center that is used to provide therapy skills for clinicians practicing all around the world. This has led to many other cognitive therapy centers globally. During the beginning stages of this therapy model, it was referred to as behavior therapy, but has since then become known as cognitive behavioral therapy, which has been established by the use of a variety of techniques and procedures.
CBT has some key concepts that set it apart from other therapy techniques. It utilizes the same concept as the scientific method, which is applied to help people change undesired behaviors. The characteristics of CBT include conduction of a behavioral assessment, coming up with treatment goals, utilizing treatment for a specific problem, and evaluating the outcome of the therapy session. The behavioral assessment is meant to gather information about the client and their problem, to focus on their current conditions, to identify how a client functions in a variety of different situations, is very narrowly focused, and is integrated with the therapy. The next part of CBT is to come up with treatment goals. Members that participate in CBT take an active role in their treatment. Group participants come up with strategies to address the problems they're wanting to address. After outlining treatment goals, the next step is to evaluate the effectiveness. Evaluations are done after every session so group members can be sure their treatment goals are being met.
Now we're going to discuss the 3 stages of a CBT group. First, we have the initial stage where group members and the therapist form a partnership to address the problems being brought to the group. This partnership is formed by the therapist and the members coming up with mutual expectations. The key to this stage is to increase the motivation of group members and instill hope that change is possible. Next is the working stage, where the therapist continually evaluates the effectiveness of sessions and if treatment goals are being obtained. There are several strategies that are utilized during this stage, such as modeling, behavior rehearsal, coaching, homework, feedback, reinforcement, cognitive restructuring, and problem solving. During the final stage, the therapist helps group members to ensure that they take what they've learned from the group and are able to use it in their everyday life. The therapist can have practice sessions where group members can practice what they would like to say and practice new behaviors. During the final stage, the therapist's responsibility shifts so they become more of a facilitator and allow growth within the group.
Now we are going to look at some examples of techniques that are commonly used in CBT. The first clip is going to be an example of social skills training, which deals with one's ability to effectively interact in a variety of social situations. Social skills training involves different techniques, including psychoeducation, modeling, reinforcement, shaping, feedback, and role-playing.
ABC, okay? And that stands for airway, breathing, and circulation.
Okay, you know what? That could be a little confusing because in sales, ABC means always be closing.
This is a farce. I should be teaching this course.
Shut it. All right.
So, assessing the situation, are they breathing?
No, Rose, they are not breathing. And they have no arms or legs.
No, that's not part of it.
Where are they? You know what? If we come across somebody with no arms or legs, do we bother resuscitating them? I mean, what kind of quality of life do we have there?
I would want to live with no legs.
How about no arms? No arms or legs is basically how you exist right now, Kevin. You don't do anything.
All right, well, let's get back to it, because you're losing them. Okay, too fast. Everyone, we need to pump at a pace of 100 beats per minute.
Oh, okay. That's hard to keep track. How many is that per hour?
How's that gonna help you?
I will divide and then count to it.
Right.
Okay, well, a good trick is to pump to the tune of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Do you know that song?
Yes, I do. I love that song. First I was afraid, I was petrified.
No, it's Staying Alive,
Okay. Yes,
Staying
yeah.
Alive.
You were in the parking lot earlier. That's how I know you.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive.
You can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Words are loud, women warm, been kicked around since I was born. Well, it's all right, it's okay. You can look the other way. Let it go, let it go.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Yeah, okay, you didn't maintain 100 beats per minute, and the ambulance didn't arrive because nobody called 911, so you lost him.
Okay, he's dead. Anyone know what we do next? Anybody? Rose?
I have no idea.
Anyone else?
We bury him.
Wrong. Check for an organ donor card. If he has one, we only have minutes to harvest.
He has no wallet, I checked.
He is an organ donor.
He is?
Yeah.
Give me some ice in a styrofoam bucket. Here we go. We search for the organs. Where's the heart? The precious heart.
I'm not feeling well. I need to sit down.
Sit down, buddy.
Hey, Stanley. Are you okay?
Oh my God.
At ease.
Oh my God.
Can you tell me why you had to cut the face off the dummy?
I didn't think it was very realistic in the movie, and it turns out it's pretty realistic.
We had to pay for it. It cost us $3,500.
$5,300 for a dummy?
Wow.
Well, okay, look, David, this is why we have training. We start with the dummy, and we learn from our mistakes, and now Dwight knows not to cut the face off of a real person.
In this clip, you see the whole Office cast was going through CPR training when Dwight cuts the face off the mannequin and then has to go to a disciplinary meeting with David Wallace. During their meeting, David informs Dwight that what he did is costing the company money and reinforces that this behavior was not acceptable. By using reinforcement, Dwight will be able to develop a better way to handle social interactions. Michael then provides feedback to David, and by doing this, Michael is trying to give David reassurance that Dwight now knows better. In this next clip, we are going to be looking at automatic thought process, which is another technique used in CBT. Automatic thoughts are notions that are triggered by stimuli that leads us to an emotional response. People with emotional difficulties will experience this automatic thought process that promote self-deprecation.
Hey, Vicon, can we finish this later? Because I want to go running before it gets dark. Oh, why don't you come with me? Really? Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun. We'll run in the park. It'll be like our first, roommate bonding thing. Okay, let's go running. Yeah.
I have to tie my shoe, so you go ahead. I'll catch up. Okay. Okay. Come on, let's start running. Let's go!
Guys, I'm telling you, when she runs, she looks like a cross between Kermit the Frog and the $6 Million Man. So, Phoebe runs weird, huh? Yeah, you know what? And I know she's going to want to run again. I don't know how to get out of it. I mean, I live with her. Why don't you just be straight with her? Tell her the truth. You're right. You're right. I should just tell her the truth. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Fizz, Monica tripped me. I don't think I can ever run again, ever.
Oh, yeah, it's me. I saw you grab your running shoes this morning and sneak out. You lied so you could run by yourself.
No, Phoebe, you know what? I was actually just checking to see if I could run, and I can.
Please, Rachel, I am not an idiot.
No, wait, Phoebe. Phoebe, look, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry, okay? I handled the situation horribly, and I should not have lied to you.
So what should you have done?
Well, I should have told you the truth.
Which is?
Well, you know, the reason that I didn't want to go running with you is because, well, you know, the way that you run is just a little...
So?
Well, it's embarrassing. People were looking at us like we were crazy.
Why do you care?
Because they're people.
But people that you don't know and will never see again.
Yes, but still, they are people with eyes.
That's okay, Rachel. I'm not judging you. That's just who you are. Me, I'm more free. You know, I run like I did when I was a kid. Because it's the only way it's fun. You know? I mean, didn't you ever run so fast you thought your legs were going to fall off? You know, like when you were, like, running toward the swings or running away from Satan? The neighbor's dog.
Out for the horse.
This video is a representation of automatic thoughts because it shows us how Rachel thought she was going to be perceived as weird by others if she used Phoebe's method of running. Rachel assumed that others would look at her and make fun of her, but in reality, no one would have cared and she would have had fun using Phoebe's technique.
Next, we are going to take a look at how those participating in CBT are expected to form a hypothesis about their behavior and learn how to problem solve. The therapist takes them through guided discovery, which helps members to acquire new ways of thinking, acting, and feeling.
Okay, so this is the disputed poster. Now, one at a time, I want you to express your feelings using I emotion language and no judging or you statements.
I got this poster for Christmas, and I feel I want to see it every day. It makes me feel like the babies are the true artists, and God has a really cute sense of humor.
Come on, seriously, that?
I don't like looking at it. It's creepy and in bad taste, and it's just offensive to me. It makes me think of the horrible, frigid stage mothers who forced the babies into it. It's kitsch. It's the opposite of art. It destroys art. It destroys souls. This is so much more offensive to me than hardcore porno.
Okay, stop. Let's see if we can't just brainstorm and find some creative alternatives that are win-win.
Win.
Yes, thank you, Pam. How about Angela makes the poster into a t-shirt which Oscar wears. That way he can never see it, and whenever she looks at Oscar, she can see it. Win, win, win.
No.
No.
Okay, well, brainstorm. Own the solution.
How about I leave it up?
How about she takes it down?
How about Angela can keep it up on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Okay, that is called a compromise, and it is style 3, and it is not ideal. To sum up, win-win, make the poster in a t-shirt. Win-lose, take the poster down, compromise Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the answer is make the poster into a t-shirt. Win-win.
Win.
Fine.
But
it is done.
This clip shows Michael's example of problem solving when trying to come to a resolution about Angela's baby poster that Oscar doesn't like. Oscar and Angela go through the process of guided discovery by coming to a compromise and taking into consideration each other's wants and feelings. As seen from the video examples, there are many different techniques that can be used with CBT. CBT has also been the starting place for many other different therapy models. One of the therapy models that has come from CBT's foundation is stress inoculation training, or SIT. SIT can be used for preventative and treatment purposes to teach coping skills in stressful situations. Mindfulness is another technique that uses the CBT model. Mindfulness is often used with CBT as a way to use awareness and staying in the present moment. CBT uses this idea in other ways by helping the participants be able to change their perspective in moments of stress. Acceptance is another way to embrace what is happening in the current moment by being aware in the present and not thinking about the possibilities. CBT has also led to other practice models that involve the thought process. Examples of this are dialectical behavioral therapy, mindfulness-based stress reduction, mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy.
Thanks so much for listening, and stay tuned for our live action CBT group coming to a classroom near you.